Okay guys, so this morning it's going to be a pretty good day. We're starting off at Fuel Run. So we didn't do the Fuel Run from LA to Monterey, but we're doing the mini one here in Monterey. So I'm with my buddy Nick and we're just arriving. Hype! All right, we got some whips. The Monterey Sheriff's car is running. We could just, we could take it. This is why we're here, guys. The free donuts, not for the cars.
So I'm trying to get them.
One of the cooler cars here on Fuel Run is this RWV. So if you guys don't know too much about RWV, they're an aftermarket company and they do totally custom wide body, new wheels, new interior. They basically totally redo a 911. And each one is different. It's meant for like a different place in the world. So they're all kind of unique and individual. So it's one of those things where you look at it and if you know, you know. But you could definitely tell with these massive bolt-on fenders. So what we're doing here with Fuel Run is we're going to be photographing and doing some media content. We pulled over on the side of the road ahead of the rally to try and get everyone going by. And we're with the one and only David Coyne Photography. Man, the myth, the legend. He is a god behind the camera, guys. So be sure to follow him. His shots are amazing. I learned a lot of stuff from him. So we're also with Nick. He's in the Q50. I introduced him earlier. And we're going to be waiting for all the cars to come down. Here they come. We've made it to a new corner for Fuel Run to fly by, so we're still ahead of the pack now. But look what I found, guys. I found a Cabbage Farm with the weirdest, sign ever. Like, why is this guy holding the cabbage where he is? Look at his face. This is just such a strange sign. I don't know. Guys, you need to look at this race spec Kia Soul that's just pulled up. Look at the wheels, the tires, the front. It even has bucket seats, no rear seats. It's a race spec Kia Soul, man. I really don't know how to feel about this car. Oh, look at the front. What? Nice LEDs. Cover up the headlights so we can put in aftermarket LEDs. We have a 488 Spider and then a Speciale. That is cool. Very cool indeed. What would you guys have, the Speciale or this? I'd go for the Speciale just because I love that naturally aspirated V8. It's a little bit later in the day. We have done Fuel Run. That rally was pretty fun and everything was shot, so that was nice. But check out what we found at the McLaren Hotel. This is P1 number 100. It's a very, very special car finished in all this MSO light blue color. And what's unique about this one is that all of the carbon exterior pieces are painted. So you can see the mirror, the inside of the door there, the front bumper. All of this is custom by MSO. This P1 is insanely special. It's actually paint sample by MSO, so what's special about the history with this paint, there's another owner with the McLaren F1 in this same light ice blue metallic, and he actually shipped that panel to MSO so the new owner can get this exact color match to the old F1. I think that's really cool that the fact that they're both two McLaren hypercars and it's heritage that they're the same color, it just holds a lot. Kind of a bummer that it's not parked in race mode, but it's okay. I'm not gonna grill him too hard because it is a perfect spec. I know it's easy to get caught up in all the P1s because there are 4 of them here, but let's please appreciate the 675 LT Spider in full carbon. There's only 25 of these in the entire world, and here's one of them right next to the P1, of course. So it's pretty cool. We're in the sun and we're able to appreciate all the shiny carbon here. It's very well done by McLaren. Like always, we do a bunch of stuff before breakfast just because we can never find parking. That's going to continue with the theme of today. So we're going to Casa Ferrari. This is where all the Ferraris are being stored. There's millions of dollars worth of Ferraris, like new and old. Let's go look, and I don't think we can get too close, but here we have it. This is the lineup that we've come here to see at Casa Ferrari. There's a whole bunch of hypercars behind me. I'll show you a little bit more in detail. That's the LaFerrari Aperta down there. Beautiful Speciale down there with no stripe. LaFerrari Coupe, rather boring. And then we have the 599 GTO, SA Aperta. That's the GTO without a roof. And then finally, the Sergio. That is a 1 of 5 car. It's super rare, and that's the only one in the color. Here we are. We have a local to LA LaFerrari. I've seen this car a couple times. It's a beautiful shade of dark red. Such a beautiful car. Nasser's driven up all the way last night. What time did you get in? Like 1 a.m. or something?
1 a.m.
All right, so you've driven 1 a.m. from Los Angeles all the way up to Car Week in the Beast. We're going to go get some food. I'm going to hop in the AMG. This thing has 700 horsepower, by the way. You guys should have seen this in my last video. I did a little one with Nasser's car. So actually, Nasser, let's get this start up. In we go. Let's go get some lunch. Oh, this dude's killing it. Wait, don't go yet. Don't go yet. He's killing it. There's a couple things that I still have to do here in Monterey before I leave, so I think I'm gonna go hit up RM Auctions. They have some pretty fantastic cars. A lot of them are for auction and I can go view them on display. But first things first, we gotta get some Lou's Linguini. We're doing some car spotting on our lunch wait. We've got a white on black 488 and a Pirelli edition, it looks like a replica Aventador. Oh, he's revving. No, that is a fake Pirelli. He's revving. Do it, brother. He's gonna do something stupid. This is nutty, guys. During my lunch, we have a Koenigsegg Invasion. While I'm eating lunch, this is crazy. What the heck? Look at this. Right in the middle of my lunch. Oh my God. So that was pretty funny how we were eating lunch and all of a sudden we were bombarded by all of the Koenigsegg's. So we were trying to find them earlier with no luck, but they found us. This is the RSR, one of my favorites here. This is probably the highlight of the rally for me, just because it's such a unique spec and it's all the way from Japan. The lineup starts here at Dan's Koenigsegg Drakon. This is the one that I've seen basically every single day, but it's always nice. He's added the Uber sticker there. No way. She's in heels right now, driving a 3-pedal Dodge Viper ACR.
And
Goodbye, dream girl. I'll see you somewhere. All right, huge thank you to my friend Ryan. You know who you are, man. You got us into RM Sotheby's, which is one of the most prestigious auctions here in Monterey. So they have a ton of variety of cars here for auction going on tonight. One of my favorites is this Lamborghini. Let's go show you. Yes, this is it, guys. This is the Lamborghini Gallardo S. This is one of my favorite cars basically ever. And when I was growing up, it's so significant to me because this is the car that I saw all over the internet. You look up Lamborghini, this was kind of all the rage back when I was a kid, and this is what I grew up on knowing what Lamborghini is. So it's so unreal to actually see this thing in person. Look at this design. It's so famous for this like split design here. It's just unreal. A little bit of backstory about the Gallardo S. This car was made in 2006. It is a one-off concept, and it's famous for having this incredible like split design. So the cockpit is split into two. You can see this line in the middle. It almost looks Koenigsegg sort of, and it comes into this like epic like dashboard. I don't even know how to describe it. Look at the inside. It's painted white, so this is actually paint. It's just so cool. Look at all that metal. This is all custom from Lamborghini. It's like the Aventador J. You need to wear like a helmet or something because you're going to get a face full of wind. What's amazing to me about the Gallardo S is look how low the windshield is. You're literally, like, it's even with the steering wheel. So when you look in the mirror is actually a higher altitude than the windshield. So you definitely need to wear a helmet or at least some goggles driving this thing. The back looks pretty much like a standard Gallardo, although this is an entirely new rear bumper design. So the taillights are the same, the back looks very similar, but you could definitely tell it's different and it's a one-off. It seems like RM is definitely having a lot of Lamborghinis here up for auction. Right behind me is a very rare Diablo GTR. They only made a certain amount of these. Let's see how many they made. If it says on here, number 19 of just 30, and it's expected to reach between $600,000 to $800,000. That's a lot of money for this thing. So this is the race car variant of the Diablo, as you can tell by the wing, the custom like fuel, fast fill up there. The tires are on full slicks. It's just such a badass car. I mean, look at this exhaust. Like, tell me that's not the coolest thing ever. One of my favorite parts about the Diablo GTR is, as raw of a race car as it is, it's still got 3 pedals and a manual gearbox. So you look at all the new cars, and yeah, it might be as raw, but it's not a manual gearbox like this. This has no driver aids. It's truly just a raw Lamborghini. Guys, check it out. We even have Horatio Pagani checking the cars out. He's gonna buy a Porsche. Uh-oh. Yo, that guy's straight up getting arrested. Oh boy, we have some type of commotion going on over here. Involving a black Murcielago and a whole bunch of people.
Fuck me. Oh, dude, this is Matt.
That's Nay Nasser. Give him a shout out on Instagram.
Hey, yo, will do.
Bro.
Yeah.
Wait, yo, I've seen you on YouTube, bro.
Wait.
We've come here to Ocean Avenue because we're gonna spot some cars. Everyone comes here at this time and it's pretty busy, so it's gonna be chaotic. We got YouTuber spotting right now. F-Spot's got his glasses on, look at that. And it's the spread man. That's what not to do at Car Week, everybody. 0 out of 10. Dude, why aren't we rating cars right now? It'd be perfect to rate cars. Next year. Ah! Antonio, how dare you? We got the Alex Penfold in the Mercedes. Oh, and it's Tom Ganaway, the British lads in the German car. We got a Ferrari F50 coming in. This is basically my all-time favorite car. That's Chris Morrison, everybody. Shame him on Instagram. What a beautiful machine. And he just did a little skirt.
He just did a little fucking slide.
Everybody loves Gordon's SVR. Look at this.
Yo, it's James too.
Oh, it's James in it too. James and Gordon. We got celebrity sighting right here, everybody. That's some F-Spot shit right there.
He's insane, dude.
It's Stratty Daddy.
Wait, Strat Man.